Alright, welcome back to my Final Fantasy VIII video walkthrough. We're on disc 2 now, and I cut out the Laguna scene, or dream sequence, because it's pretty straightforward stuff and there's only one path you can take throughout that sequence. So, we have control of Zell. We're going to want to go upstairs to get everyone's weapons back because we're in a prison, I'm guessing, for trying to assassinate the sorcerers at the end of Disc 1. And these guys are just basic soldiers, nothing really special about them. And this prison level is probably the worst part of Disc 2 because it's just so long and the levels are just, they just use the same modeling. There's no distinct differences for each level of this prison. Once that's over, you just go downstairs and give the weapons back to Quistis and them, and you fight Biggs and Wedge. You don't move anywhere to fight them, they come in your cell and fight them. So this is the second fight with Biggs and Wedge. They have a few more magic now. A couple of good spells you want to drop from Biggs. The guy on the left is Regen or Reflect, but they're kind of hard to draw, so unless you have high luck. So Disc 2 is pretty much about the garden and what happens after the missile attack. Spoilers, what happens after the missile attack, and it's pretty fun. Now, I keep Zell at a low level. I don't heal him up that much because I want him to keep using his limit breaks because they deal a lot of damage over time. Kind of like Squall's limit break where it just keeps hitting the enemies. And what I did to get Zell's strength up so high is I just took all of Squall's 100 tornadoes and all of his magic and exchanged it over to Zell. So he has everything junction to strength that Squall has, so he's about as strong as Squall minus the ultimate weapon, which I haven't gotten for him yet, but I will eventually. So these guys aren't as tougher or anything from the first disc. Nothing too special about them. I had to cut out a lot of parts of this video because it was like 13 minutes long from going down all the floors and then going back up. Now I didn't have to use this limit break, I just like all the button mashing. Try to get one more in and couldn't do it. So after we win that fight, the first thing we're gonna want to do is go downstairs instead of upstairs. But the game wants us to go upstairs, but we're gonna go downstairs instead because there's some rare items down there that you want to get or can get. Now check these doors first. I'm gonna edit out running around this because this is the only time I'm gonna show you running around these circles because that could take up a lot of recording time, me showing you guys how to run in a circle. It's not hard. So floor 5, go to the second door, challenge this guy. You don't have to. I don't challenge that guy, but you can. If you beat him, he can give you a luck plus, but it's very rare that you'll get that. And the floor below it, go inside the first room, you'll get a 10. Second room, I think there's something in there. Nope. So we go down a floor again, and there's nothing in the first room, so we're at the second room and we get a pet house. So I cut that out again. We're down at the next floor. go in the first room, get pet name tag. You're gonna want that because there's only one other chance to get that after this mission. So you're gonna want to get it now, so you don't have to worry about it later. And we're on the same floor in the second room, and there's another box, strength up. You can give that to whoever you want. I haven't given it to anyone yet. I'm probably gonna end up giving it to Zell or someone weak, not Squall, because his strength is already pretty high. And we want our other characters to get good levels and stuff like that. Have them all balanced out. There's a combat king in the second floor. Now we're gonna head up. Now I came back to the floor where we started this mission out. Floor 7 is where you started out, and head up to floor 8 and then 9. And now we have to run around because our characters are too dumb to jump over that barrier next to the stairs. Now we're still on floor 9. You're going to want to challenge this guy because he gives you strength up. It's not as rare as luck up from the other guy. So I challenged him. He doesn't have any rare cards or anything. He just gives you strength up if you beat him, which is what I did. Now we find Squall in the torture room, and all these little Moombas are calling him Laguna because now there's theories that, spoilers, there's theories that Squall is going to be Laguna's dad, but we don't know that for sure. So once we take care of, it's never proven in the game or anything like that, so that's why we don't know. So once we take care of that, just press a button, you go down, there's sand in the room, and you regain control of Zell after you hear shots, and you have to run away from these Galbadian soldier guys, but I always get caught by the first one because I don't really pay attention, and he's pretty much right next to you when you start off because it moves to a character so fast. So just run away. He'll send out another one, another soldier, and keep going down floors, and eventually Irvine will. Now we're back to Irvine's control after you hear gunshots and he saves you. So give whoever you want party members. I chose Quistis and Sophie for Irvine's party. And you're going to want to head down with them because we're eventually going to go to a garage. So talk to these Moomba things up here and they give you cottage and another item. That was the torture room where he got tortured. There's a draw point in there and a save if you want to go in there, but I don't think they're worth it. There's a save point over here. You're going to want to save because there's a boss battle that's going to come up. Right out on this deck here. And for this boss battle, you're going to want to take care of the super soldier, the guy in the middle, the red guy, first because he has support magic for the robots on the left and right. And if you have Mug, which I don't have, you're going to want to mug micro missiles from those robots. That's what that move is, they just use on Zell. And if you do manage to mug that, you can teach Quistis a new limit break, which is micro missile. Her best limit break is Degenerator, which basically kills an enemy in one hit. Now, as usual, I have a Squall work on someone else because it's a good chance he can one hit kill someone, and I wouldn't want to waste it on another enemy that Zell and Reno are already hitting with low damage. Now after that little cutscene, you're going to be on this walking platform. Now just hold right on the D-pad and you should make it in time. There's nothing else to this video, so